Right now I'm single. Single.
Okay, because I asked that because there's single, and there's
Oh hell
there's
no.
I
Hell.
still live with my ex single.
Oh
There's
hell
single, bilingual, ready to mingle, bilingual, single, mingle. So I had to
no.
ask.
That one.
You know what I mean? I had to ask. You just don't know, man. There's been times where I'll reach out to a beautiful woman. Oh, she's like booed up. Like, oh my God, I'm so glad we're back together. Blah. I'm like, yo. And then 6 months later, boom.
She's not that into you, no, no. I don't know why, but she's not that into you.
What up, it's your boy Jay Valentino, and this is another fun-filled episode of She's Not That Into You, a show that's bringing you substance on today's dating, coming straight from the source, the beautiful women. And today we have a dope soul in the building. I've been watching this woman for a while now. I've seen her growth from, I think I started following her like 4 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
And dude, she's a dope lyricist. I think you do both, a little bit of both, a little bit of the quote unquote underground hip hop and kind of cross over to not pop, but to what could be labeled as mainstream as well. I love both styles. I love what you do. She travels around the country and sells out shows with dope, respected MCs. That's another thing. Like dope MCs, like really put respect on her name. And this is none other than the one and only Reverie.
Thank you.
Me. Damn, son, where'd you find this? It's a world premiere.
That was an amazing intro. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Reverie, thank you for stopping by today. I appreciate that.
Thanks
You
for
brought,
having me.
what's her name?
Lily.
I was going to say Lucy. Look, she loves to be ignored, just like every girl. That's the only way I like you. I've been trying to get you on the show for a while now. I'm super glad you're here.
Same.
We always just try to have a conversation, but of course, stick to the topic. So,
Yeah.
what's one of the signs that you're not that into someone? Or maybe that what's yeah, have you ever had that like where you have to like really break it down to somebody and be like, "Yo, I'm just not that into you." Have you been there?
Yes, of course.
And are you nice about it? Are you firm about it? Are you nice at first? If they don't get it, then you're firm and a little mean about it?
I'm for sure very nice with people. Like, I like to make sure people feel comfortable around me, and I don't like to put people down or make them feel stupid, especially with men, because I know that, especially now in today's dating climate, like a lot of women don't want guys to talk to them and act like a guy's crazy if they hit on her, and I know that guys face that, and it's hard for you guys sometimes to approach women because of that. And so
I love that. Yeah.
yeah, with that in mind, I don't want to make them feel stupid, and I don't want to discourage them from trying with another woman, but I'm just not the one. So I for sure let people down easy.
All right.
I don't want to act like a bitch.
Right now, okay, interesting. That's dope. I like that. I like that. A lot of guys, we don't know that you guys think that way. We just think that you're gonna be a bitch if you turn us down. Because a lot of human beings, I want to say, not even just guys, are afraid of rejection for sure.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So shout out to all the bold ass dudes out there that go up to girls like at the gym or in public or shit like that. Right now you're referring to men. I'm really curious what your sexual orientation is because you look like you could play for both teams.
What does that look like? What does it look like if I look like I play for both teams?
You have cornrows. You're an alpha woman. You're about your business. You spit dope shit because I actually listen to her music and her lyrics. So you're just not your typical woman. You're independent. If you were a dude, you would have major huevos.
I think so. No, but I just like guys.
Okay, cool. No. So let me ask you.
But everybody thinks that I'm gay or bi. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because all my homegirls, like my closest friends, most of them are like bi.
Okay, I am too, but just by myself.
I've heard.
Whoa. She said it all serious. I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm all defending myself. No, I swear, it's my boyfriend that's gay, not me.
It's only gay if you like it, okay?
So you get that a lot. It's like you're always on the road. You get a lot of. I'm sure you get more girls hitting on you than guys. Is that a thing?
Because no.
I think a guy would have to have like his like balls to really approach you, like courage to approach you because you're a real woman. You're
Yeah.
a woman. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're independent. You do your own thing. They see your success.
Yeah.
And for a man to approach you, should be a secure man that's actually probably has something going for himself. I wanna say.
For the most part, yeah. But believe me, there's guys with nothing going on that will approach me and just shoot their shot, and that's definitely gonna get turned down because I don't want to date somebody who's not at my level. Maybe we don't have to be exactly the same and everything,
Same
but
wavelength, right?
yeah, but they gotta have goals and they gotta have something they're working towards and they gotta be right in the head. They gotta be a good speaker. It can't be like I like to be taken care of with guys. So yeah.
I like that. I like that because I'm over here talking about you being a boss, but you also submit.
Yeah, I
That's
think
dope.
that people assume that like I am aggressive online and I talk shit in my raps. That's because people want to hear that from me, But as a person, if you have a conversation with me like what we're doing right now, like I'm actually very calm, And
Right.
believe me, I'll get crazy if I need to.
Oh, I've seen it. She has a shank in her on the side of her hip right now. I can see it. That's why I'm acting really nice right now.
Good. No, but I just show that side of me more because that's what people like the most from me, and that's what pays the bills more, But I'm not, especially in my dating life, I'm not like that. Like the men that I have dated are like they're in charge. I don't want to be in charge. Like I'm in charge with everything I do with my work, with my employees, and I don't like in my dating life. I don't like to be like that. That's for me. That's a turn off.
So when you say that, can you be more descriptive to give these guys some substance? Because I like to give guys substance in this show. That's one of the reasons I did it. A lot of guys out there are just not knowing about what to do.
Yeah.
Some guys are great guys. They're great guys, great jobs, great hearts. They just don't know how to approach the girl or what to do when they actually get the girl. So, yeah, what does that look like? They have to, of course, protect you. That's one thing. What do you expect for as far as the love languages towards you? Words of affirmation, touch.
I'm easy. I just need all of them.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, that's why I knew it. I'm kidding. I say that with everybody.
I know. I figured.
I say that.
What sign are you? I don't know about that stuff much.
Me neither, but I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
And I say
That's
it like
water,
that.
Right? Is it Cancer? It's
a
water.
water sign.
Okay.
Yes. So we are water and fire. So for example, we would be at each other's throats. No, I don't really live by that because if you're a good person, you're a good person. And if you're a dick, you're a jerk. But for the most part, the characteristics usually align.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the characteristics usually align. Like, damn, most Leos are very firm and bossy. Most Geminis are weird as fuck.
Everyone hates Geminis.
They do.
And number 2 most hated, Scorpios.
Yes.
But I like Geminis and Scorpios. I don't know.
Me too, in bed. I'm kidding. What's up,
I have
buddy?
a question. Would you date a guy who's into like astrology, who's like invested into it and knows all the moon stars and the suns and the chakras? Like, would you be interested in a man like that?
Absolutely not.
Right? Fuck. All right, dude. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I was attracted to her.
Until I found out you no.
What's your?
No, I'm not into all that stuff. Like I think it's cool. Like if people want to know about it, and like I will say that it is kind of strange. A lot of my best friends are Scorpios. And a lot of the men that I'm attracted to are Leos. They're always Leos. So now when someone tells me they're a Leo, I'm like, oh, never mind. No. I'm done with you guys. But also, when I got the other best friends that I have, they're all like Aries. And one of my brothers is into that stuff. And he like read my chart or whatever. And he said that my main signs are Aries, obviously, and then Scorpio and Pisces. And I have like Pisces in my life as well. So I thought that was weird when I found out that those are the people that I'm attracted to, like with my friends.
Right.
You know? I was like, oh, that's really weird. All my friends are like those signs that I am, you know. So that was a little bit strange. And then with the Leo thing, I told you about the Leo thing. But other than that, I try not to pay too much attention to that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like I have a buddy that, I guess he's labeled atheist. He doesn't believe in God. I believe in a higher power. And he's an amazing person. He's just, I don't believe in God or afterlife, but that doesn't make me evil or anything.
Yeah.
I just believe in being a good person. That's it. And I'm like, okay. And he is a great person. He shows it through his actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I agree with you on that too. What's your idea of what does a first date look like for you? What's your idea of a first date if you like the man to lead?
Anything other than going to his house for the first date.
Damn.
Okay.
Me and JT are like, shit.
Definitely not going to someone's house on a first date. I think that's just not a good idea for so many reasons.
Let me eavesdrop her. Let me drop right here. Let me drop in right here. Most girls that do that put out, huh?
I mean, look,
It's-
this is the thing. You're probably gonna look. If you're obviously attracted and if you're attracted to somebody enough to go on a date with them, if you're gonna be in their house, like that's kind of like opening the doors for something to happen, you know. And also, if a girl is going to a man's house, she could feel uncomfortable or like obligated to sleep with him if they're like, you don't want to know how many times my homegirls have said, oh, this guy, he wants to take me to this restaurant just because it's a nice restaurant. Oh, but I don't know him that well. I don't want to have sex with him. I don't think I'm going to go. I'm like, you don't have to have sex with somebody because they took you to a nice restaurant. Like, yeah, you would be surprised how many women they feel like they're obligated to give away their body just because the guy spent some money on them or kiss them or whatever. Like, that's how a lot of women think. And that's another reason why I think that a lot of women are like scared of guys and get mad when they hit on us, and because women go through a lot of stuff.
I know, I get it. You think it's usually because the guy's aggressive? Because I mean, I think that's kind of weird. Some guys are pretty fucking aggressive and persistent. I mean, I want to say I'm one of the dudes that's just like, if it flows, it flows.
Mm-hmm.
If we're making out and I'm grabbing her butt and she gets hot and heavy and she's like, no, I can't do this. Hold on, it's because it's our first date. Are you gonna call me back if we do it?
Setting yourself up for that.
And I'm the guy that'll be like, I'll use reverse psychology. I'm kidding. Stop, clip this. I'm kidding. I don't care. Keep it. I'll be polite and respectful and be like, we don't have to do shit. We don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I find you attractive. We're making out and it's hot and heavy. You can't blame me.
Yeah.
So she'll be like, okay, no, maybe, no, let's just keep hanging out. But I do want to do it with you. You're so tall. This is when we're laying down. We're all the same size laying down.
So that's why I won't go to somebody's house.
So, but here's the
I'm
thing,
like, I'm
babe.
good
Here's the
on
other
that.
thing. Like, okay, most girls are not independent like you and have their own place like you, And we usually have to meet at my place, The girls usually have to meet at the guy's place. If the guy, I assume most of the guys, I assume a lot of guys have their own place. Hopefully, you're like, you'd be surprised.
I would never go out with the guy who doesn't have his own place either.
Who doesn't have his own place?
No, he still lives with his family. Like,
Okay.
unless he's paying the family's bills, that's different.
Okay.
Then that's cool, But if he does not have his own spot and he's living under his parents' roof, absolutely not. That's an absolute
Valid.
no for me.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid. Very valid. So most of the times we meet at my place.
Mm-hmm.
Park your car here and I'll drive us to the restaurant. And I don't know, is that bad? Because do girls feel like, oh my God, it's a trap? I mean,
I think to each their own, right? And I'm just speaking from my personal experience, why I won't do that, or why let me tell you another reason why I won't do that. Because one time I did go to a guy's house on a first date, and we were supposed to go somewhere, and then it didn't work out. And then he was like, oh, just come inside real quick while I get ready. And then I said, okay. And then I said, oh, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go eat? And then he's like, oh, I was thinking we could just order something here. And I was like, what the hell? Like, the whole point was to go somewhere, And then I didn't like that because I like to be courted, you know, and this guy, this is our first date and we're ordering in Uber Eats and he's trying to watch a movie with me on the first date. I felt like we've been dating for 2 years already. And you're just getting out of the shower and you're in your sweats and you know, like you're not even gonna court me. Like I'm good on that. Like what's it gonna be like in 2 years if it begins like this? You know what I mean? Like it's probably not gonna be good. You're probably gonna be super low effort. You're probably not gonna want to just do much for me, you know. And I'm a very giving person with my man, so I want to make sure that it's gonna be reciprocated.
Right.
You know?
And the whole if he would have took you out to the movie theater, first of all, that's super teenager. I haven't heard about that in a long time. Our theater's still a thing. But let's just say you were with watching a movie. You guys aren't conversing. You guys aren't having a conversation. You guys aren't getting to know each other.
Yeah.
You're paying attention to the movie.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's if he doesn't try to pull a slick one, of course, which most guys do.
Yeah.
Stop being a dog. So that right there alone, I mean, and the whole thing was a red flag.
Yeah.
But that right there alone is like showing no interest in you. I like to converse. I've said it a few times. I'm a sapiosexual. I like to get stimulated intellectually.
Okay.
And so I like good conversation. You know what I mean? So that's an automatic red flag right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we were talking at his house, like as he was getting ready or whatever. But I just didn't like any of that. I didn't like it.
No.
No, and I'm like I am very picky with people, even just with my friends, even just with business partners.
As
I'm
you should.
very
You have to be weary of the energy you're allowing in your circle.
So if I don't like it off the bat, like there's probably no chance that we're gonna hang out again or do business together or be friends or whatever.
Right. I consider myself. I'm going back to the whole like if he lives with his family or his mom, as long as he's paying the bills, then that makes sense. I'm a mama's boy, I guess you could say. Is that right? Exactly. Okay, I like that reaction. Is that a red flag?
I would say it depends on how far it goes. I love when guys like their family. Like if you're a mama's boy, that's cool. I'm just joking. If a guy says he's a mama's boy, I don't have any problem with that until I see how he is with his mother.
Right.
So I see how he is with me. I would see if he's gonna always compare me to the mother. If he's if he's gonna just it just all depends. It's not a lot of things are not black and white. A lot of things you have to really get to know somebody to know what that means when they say they're a mama's boy.
Right.
Somebody could just be saying I'm a mama's boy to manipulate me and make me think that he's good with women. You know what I mean? Like so only time will tell though. You have to get to know people and then all the layers start coming off and sometimes they don't and that's a red flag too, you know, when someone can't open up and But I think family connection is important. I value connection with family. I like my family. I like to be around my partner's family. So I would say that's not a bad thing. Off the bat. You know.
Right. So back when I was younger, my mom's opinion, it still matters a lot. But my mom's opinion mattered a lot during a relationship. I would ask her, like, yo, mom, I would tell her my business, which is not the thing to do. I encourage all these guys out there that are watching, don't tell moms the business, especially if you're going to end up being with her again, which 9 out of 10 times you end up being with the girl again. Oh, mom, Reverie, she's such an alpha. Oh, my God, dude, she raps better than me. Dude, what the heck, man? Ay, mijo, pues tú querías estar con una MC bien chingona.
Oh my God. I love the videos you do with your mom, by the way.
I hate her, this and that. So he, he talks a little bad about the girl, and then a week later, you're with, he's with you again. So that's one of the reasons I don't talk to moms about my personal stuff.
Do you talk to your friends about your personal stuff?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Well, that's the thing. Well, now, I mean, so back to that. When a man is a mama's boy, yeah, cool, be a mama's boy, take care of your mom, but don't let her run the relationship or don't put her in between. I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big red flag. That's because the mom's always going to be on the boy's side, on their child's side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're biased for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's one thing that, were you going to say something? Oh, I thought he was going to say something. Yeah, that's one thing that I encourage guys not to do as far as being a mama's boy. Like, don't tell your mom all the business, But yeah, I've actually heard guys use that card before, the whole, if I know how to treat my mom, so I can treat you good. Shut the Fool, you're not there for your baby's mom. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of babies, do you want babies?
I do want babies.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, babe?
I'm 34.
Okay, cool. You're a young ass grown woman.
Hmm Something like that.
You're like, good. You didn't say old? Good. How many kids do you want? 2?
2 or 3, but I think the most I would have is like 4.
Okay, it's getting kind of late here. This girl wants to overpopulate the United
No,
States.
I don't want 4, but if my man wanted 4, then I would be like, okay, I could have 4. I think that's enough. I don't think I would want more than that.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's where I am too. Like, I have one child. I have a 9-year-old boy. The mom's amazing. But if I did meet somebody in the future that wants to have kids, I'll shoot for the girl. You know, I'll shoot for that one. But if she doesn't, then I'm cool with that too.
Okay, yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't mind dating people who have kids because I like kids. So if they have kids, this is the only thing I have about dating people with kids. Their kid has to be a good kid. If I see that their kid or kids are out of control, that means you don't know how to be a good dad.
You're a product of your environment.
Yes, and so
They're a
that for
product of their
me
environment.
is a red flag. So the kids is cool. If the kids are awful, no, I'm gonna pass for sure. I could deal with baby mama drama. I don't care about that. As long as the kids are good kids, I think it says a lot about the parenting. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
And that's really cool that you're cool with dating a guy with kids, because good kids. Which you're asking for a lot, because these kids, little iPad babies, are little poops sometimes. Because me, I think I'd cap off at 1, and I don't know if I've said this before, but I prefer for the dad not to be in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like. I've been there, and I don't like. It's usually not peaceful on their end.
That I could see that.
You know. But I definitely like that. As far as that goes, you know, kids are expensive. Does your dude, you know, guys, you know, they always, heard this on podcasts before. My guy has to make at least 6 figures. Is that a thing with you?
I
You're
want to
like,
have
6
kids.
figures. Ugh. You're like, I do that in one show.
No. That's goals one day. This is the other thing about me. When I do get married and have kids, I don't want to work anymore, and I don't want to be the breadwinner. I want to be home with my kids and be a homemaker. That's what I want to do.
Are you going to keep rapping after that?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So right now I'm working hard because when I do have a family, I want to be there for them. I don't want to be gone 3 to
love
4 months
that.
out of the year when I'm supposed to be raising my kids. Like,
Beautiful.
people, a lot of times they think that raising kids is just about money, but it's not. That's why you see so many rich people with their kids are on drugs and they're out of control, because you cannot replace money with time and guidance, you know?
Or success. in
Yeah,
your
or
career.
success. And that's something that I am planning to do. So I do need to find a man who can take care of us, you know,
Yeah.
and who wants to do that, you know, because some people don't want to do that. I think most guys would like to do that, but a lot of them cannot because they can't afford it, which I get it. That's why there's so many people, so many households now with 2 parents that work, because it's expensive, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that. I want to be there for my kids. I want to be a good wife. I want to get the house ready and all that shit. And that's what I'm looking for.
I respect that. I love that. I love that, because I see a lot of parents out there, and obviously super successful, like the J-Los of the world that tour, that when they have 2-year-olds at home. I have a 9-year-old, and it looks like I'll be leaving for like a couple of weeks next year, like on the road 3 weeks at a time maybe. And I'm already like dreading that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I really love that. But I could see you like not rapping anymore. To me, you're like a true MC. But I could also see you rapping about your kids. You know what I mean? And probably doing like these Cali shows, you know, to not be too far
Yeah.
from your children. You know, do you see that as well?
Yeah, I could see that. You know, only time will tell what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But as far as my plan right now, that's what I want to do. Like when I have kids and a family, I'm not tripping on missing out on what I'm doing right now.
Got it.
Like I love what I'm doing, but I also know that I'm gonna love doing that, and that's the plan. Yeah.
Right. So right now you're single.
Right now I'm single.
Okay, because I asked that because there's single, then there's situationship single.
Oh hell no.
There is,
oh hell no.
I still live with my ex single.
Oh hell
There's
no.
single bilingual, ready to mingle from lunes to domingo. And so I had to
I think
ask.
I'm that one.
You know what I mean? I had to ask because you just don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's been times where I'll hang out, go on a date with a woman. A week later, she's like booed up, like, oh my God, I'm so glad we're back together.
Yeah.
I love you, Raymond.
hmm
I'm like, yo, and then 6 months later, boom.
Oh shit. Yeah.
What's that test called? The black and white test? The ultrasound. You see the ultrasound picture right there? You see the
Oh my
ultrasound picture, you're
God.
like, damn, that was
Yeah.
fast. I get that time is fast, but dang.
Question for you: Would you only date someone in the industry or someone who's like a regular 9 to 5 who probably does construction, who's probably like a what do they call those? Like a foreman or something. Someone with like a regular job. Would you date someone with a regular job, or what does it take to date Reverie? Like, is it like it has to be someone who's in the industry, or someone who's just makes enough to provide for a family?
You definitely do not have to be in the industry to date me. No, absolutely not. It's more of a financial thing, like I said, because I want to have kids and I want to be taken care of. I want to stay home. I don't want to have to work the way I'm working when I have a family. So as long as he can afford to take care of us, he does not have to be in the industry. No, absolutely not.
So you can work at Little Caesars.
You can't have a family if you work at Little Caesars. You cannot
Damn,
afford
that's
to.
real. Hey, man.
You cannot afford it.
I respect her honesty, dude. It's sad, and shout out to anybody that works at a 9 to 5, whether it's in foods or service, whatever it is. Don't be lazy. Have a job, but realistically, yeah, the 40, 50K a year is not gonna cut it, you
Yeah.
know. And that's real, and that's good that she's transparent like that. At least, you know,
Yeah, I mean.
it weeds out the brokies. I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding,
No,
but-
it's true though.
I'm kidding, but
it's
I'm
true.
not.
I'll say it. It's the truth.
I'm kidding. I see you liking bad boys
Oh my God, why?
because you're a badass hyena. Because where did you grow up?
I grew up in Highland Park.
Enough said. Enough said. You like cholos for sure. I'm kidding.
I
Do
like.
you? So-
I don't like cholos who are active right now.
Oh, I hit the nail on the head. I like
But-
cholos, but you have to have head tats.
No, but if you've turned your life around and made something good of
She
yourself,
likes victory outreach cholos. Fuck yeah, dude.
like me, you
You used to get
like
you used to
somebody
gangbang?
who no, I was not out shooting
Okay.
people and no, but I used to kick it with the gang. Yeah,
I could see you being a tagger back in the day.
I was for sure a massive tagger. Yeah,
Dope.
yeah, but
Did you know San Wonder back then?
I understand what. Yeah, it's a homegirl.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what's crazy that me and her started off around the same time when we were teenagers, and we would do shit for free. Me and her had a couple events at this youth center that's not there anymore, but it's in downtown. And she was painting her mural for free, and I was rapping for free.
I
We're
love hearing these
kids.
stories.
Yeah.
By the way, people that are in the entertainment industry that are watching, do that shit. Do the free stuff. Stay busy. Keep motion. Everybody wants the paycheck right now. It's not about that. It's about building. Shout out to Lalo the Giant, one of the main videographers for Rancho Humilde, my boy Lalo. He would hit me up in 2015, 2016, 2017. What's up, young? What's up, man? What are you doing this week? Let's shoot. I'm like, hey, I don't have any budget, man. I don't give a fuck. Let's just fucking shoot. Buy me some food. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Me and my boy T are gonna pull up. Let's shoot. I'm like, all right, cool. He just wanted to stay active. And now he's in the M's. He's in the M's. He's
That's
not
good.
even 30. He's in the M's for sure.
Hell
I hope I
yeah.
don't put his business out like that, but
I mean, it's a
and
good
if he's
business
not,
to be put out there.
It is. But he is like one of the main videographers of Rancho Humilde, and he shot anybody under the radar. Anybody he has shot. He like him and Talia are like this. Like he's homies with Talia. Like, and he's so real too. Like, I mean, he'll have like little not arguments, but like disagreements with people that he works with that are big. That you would be like, oh shit, he had a disagreement with Talia. He'll be like, no, I don't think we should do it like that. Like we should do it like this and that. Ay, mijo, why don't we do it like this? You know what? The reason we like that, like real conversations like that with big people, where most people will be like, okay, yeah, let's do it your way. He's like, nah, he's a boss, and this guy used to do stuff for free. Yeah, so yeah, that's a dope story to hear.
I still do stuff for free.
You know what? I think that's coming out of your heart now, though.
I mean, I guess so, yeah. But I feel like I'm just piggybacking off of what you said. Like, people always want to get paid, like, right now, upfront. If you don't pay me cash, that's it. Like, I think that's a really small thinking kind of mind state. And
All right, you've been watching this episode for a while now, and you still haven't hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the love, the feedback, but you haven't subscribed yet. Can you hit that subscribe? Thank you.
feel like it's also good to show support to people sometimes, you know? Like, not everything has to be
a
about
paycheck.
me, getting paid, Like, a lot of times, my friends will make a shirt or something. And if I don't know the person, I'm not going to wear your shirt, and I'm not going to hold it up, and I'm not going to post it for free. I'm not going to do any of that. But if it's like a friend or something, like, I'm for sure just going to show love. I'll wear the lip gloss. Who cares?
Yep.
You know, like, it means more than the cash, you know, or even like with exposure. Like, sometimes I'll take shows with artists who are bigger than me, and they're not going to pay me that good, but honestly, the pay doesn't even matter. Like, I'm going to be okay financially, and now I just got exposed to, I mean, their fan base got exposed to me, and it's another kind of payment.
Yeah,
you
then
know?
the universe does its work. It goes back to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, today I was at the Cerritos Mall, and my buddy has a new hat business. He has a kiosk of a hat business. You put the hat on the it's like an iron thing that's a round thing. You put the hat right there. It reshapes hats, and it's really, it's new stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is dope, man. I'm happy for you. I'm like, let me give you a shout out. Yeah, I didn't ask for anything. You know what I mean? And same with, like, you know, little little home. But I have to see motion too. I have to see people working.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's been people that are like, hey, yo, shut me out, this and that and this. I'm like, bro, there's no motion. What are you doing?
Yeah.
There's no motion. I don't see anything on your page. This guy's actually moving. So I support stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be a payday. I like that. I like that. I respect that. Have you ever met anybody in the industry and then quickly regretted it?
You mean dated?
Dated.
Someone in the industry and quickly regretted it? No, maybe not quickly, but after time.
They always say don't date your honey where you make your money, something like that.
Oh, don't shit where you eat?
Don't shit where you eat, same shit, yeah.
And
I strongly agree more than I disagree, you know? Yeah, every now and then, come to a DJ gig, it's fine, but not every weekend, you know? Because, like, I think it turns the public off, low-key, high-key. You know, like, if you were to post you booed up with the guy on your social media, I would unfollow you. Okay. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. But it for most guys, it's like that, you know, because they don't have, like, their fantasy's gone. Because a lot of guys, aside from them, you know, liking you as an artist, they're also attracted to you. You know what I mean?
For sure. There's a lot of people that follow me just because they think I'm hot. Never heard my music before.
You're like, but I can rap too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Turn around.
I know. A lot of times people will comment, oh, I've never heard your music before. It's actually really good.
Oh. Well, cool.
I mean, not a lot, just a little bit. But I definitely get those comments every once in a while. Yeah.
Hey, whatever willed them into your page.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Mad at it, shit.
That's all that matters. How do you curve girls, back to that? How do you curve girls when they try to approach you at shows?
You know what? I will say that girls are a lot more aggressive.
Yes. I knew you were going there.
Because girls would just come up and touch you.
Dude, you could press charges. They think because you guys are the same gender, it's cool.
Yeah. And I've had to tell bitches, like,
I've seen my homegirls get super uncomfortable with when girls are like, oh my God, girl, your ass is so big. You'll be like, okay, but you can't be touching me.
Yeah. Like, they think it's okay. Like, that's not okay. I don't fucking know you. Like, that's sick, you know? Like if a guy did that, and it,
Oh, you would
I would slap him.
punch him,
Yeah.
slap him.
And
Yeah.
but when a girl does it, it's still wrong. But I don't know why it's just a little bit not as bad. I don't know. I guess because maybe now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's because of the physical aspect. Like with the girl who's violating me, I could defend myself easily. But if a guy goes up and violates me, like he might sock me back after I sock him, and I'm gonna be on the floor. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
it's happened
my
to
God.
me where
Wow.
yeah. I mean, actually, no. I guess that hasn't happened to me where a guy's hit me back after hit him after he grew up to me, but like fights have happened afterwards. You know.
Right. Okay. We kind of dodged the whole that's crazy. By the way,
Oh, the
we
girl
kind of
thing.
dodged the whole the cholo thing. I'm really
wait.
curious about that. I'm really curious about that. Really curious about that because
No,
if he brought those men around, my mom should be like, "What the fuck are these Highland Park gangsters doing
No.
in Orange County?" I'm kidding.
I won't date somebody who's actively in the streets. There's no
But
way.
what is it about the edge that you like, Reb? I really want to know that. What is it about the edge that you like? Because of course, there's a lot of corporate. My cousin Jr. Believe it or not, he's with the shits if he has to be. He'll has that deep down inside. He grew up in Southgate. My mom wouldn't let me hang out with Jr. when we were kids.
Wow.
He would.
really?
She wouldn't. Like
That's
no.
funny.
Well, what I'm gonna say is,
Oh,
don't get mad, Jared. We call him Chonito with in our family. Chonito, call him Chon, and then his parents baptized me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been knowing Jared since I was like 5 and he was like 2. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and some grow up. We grew up together. We see each other at barbecues, and my mom would be like, "No, no te juntes con él." You know, but now he's a corporate ass dude about his business.
See, that's what I like.
But but
No, that's it. That's what I like. People who used to you know,
damn,
do
okay.
whatever.
Then just go be with Jr. Okay. No, but there is that you like those guys that have that switch, right?
Yeah.
It's a switch.
It's just that because I do come from that world and because I am in the world of like rap or whatever, sometimes, not all the time, it's going to be hard for a man who's never seen that world to understand where I come from and to understand the world I'm still in, which is the world of rap, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's the relatability. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because a
And-
lot of a lot of guys who are just like regular guys, like corporate nerd guys, you know, or whatever,
Yeah.
they're gonna be intimidated by me.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be turned off by me. They're gonna be scared of me, you know, and that's not always the case, you know, but I feel like in general that's what I've experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess that's
Okay. I mean, like I said, I mean, because you want to be protected. You want to feel safe with your man, right?
I also do want to feel safe with my man.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Mhm.
That's a thing. And I think there's more guys that are not about that or have probably lost that touch because there's a girl that I dated a while back and we were walking at night in a parking lot and there was a guy right there and she was in front of me. So I walked fast and I went in front of her on the side to be in between them. And we got into the restaurant or whatever. She's like, "Oh my God, I like that so much. That's really nice of you." I'm like, "What? That you protected me?" I was like, "That was a natural instinct. That
Yeah.
was just. I'm not this gangster or anything. But of course, if this guy tried to touch her,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I have to do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Any way I can, even if he's 6'5".
Yeah.
And my numbers are flipped around, 5'6". But yeah, I guess a lot of guys. Do you think a lot of guys are still like that, or I don't know. Are men still protectors?
Yes.
Chivalrous.
They should be, right?
yes,
Are men still
yes.
protectors?
I will not date a guy who's not a protector.
protector.
Yeah, like that is a turn off. Like if I'm more manly than the guy, that's not like I don't like soft guys. I don't like I'm not into that.
Yeah, guys that wear soft earth colors. I get it.
Earth colors are fine, but like they can't have like a soft chest. You know,
Right.
like if I touch your chest and it's soft, instantly like super turned off.
By the way, guys, girls are attracted to it's like a natural human, I don't know how to explain it, but it's psychologically like women are attracted to a man with a big chest. And I read that on a magazine, on an article. Like I read about that. Like that it's not even the guns, like you can see it's not even the guns. It's the chest. It's crazy. I just finished 300 push-ups earlier, but that's crazy. But you're right, dude. You're right. I've told some of my buddies. I always like to inspire my friends, and hopefully I don't come off like a jerk sometimes. My boy JT, bro. If you want to go work out, let's do it. Blah blah blah. You could do this. You could do that. He's on his health shit. There's my buddy. He's like 37, and he weighs like a $120 wet.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, he's a no.
Like.
Yeah, I don't like when guys are like super skinny.
And
like they have to be like in shape. And also, the standards that I hold the guys that I date to, I hold them for myself. I know a lot of women are asking for all the guys to be a million different things, and they don't really offer much. Like I feel like I'm very well-rounded.
Do you work out?
I work out religiously.
There you go. I love it.
So it's something I value. So I would like to date a guy who is into keeping healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Like that's important to me.
Right. Yeah. And I try to inspire my friend too, man. I was like, yo, you should lift heavy stuff. Like it's known to men from the Inca days. Like men lift heavy stuff. It helps with everything. And that's I don't know. I mean, everybody's different, but and then I've met those guys that are super skinny but are rich. Like, I don't have to lift shit. My wallet's fat.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not even
strong.
just about the money, It's about like how you value yourself outside of the money. Like if you're just not in shape and you're letting yourself go, what are you going to look like in 20 years? You're going to look awful. And I don't want to be with somebody that looks awful. I want to be attracted to my partner. I'm going to stay like this. I'm taking care of myself. So I want to have somebody that's going to be doing the same in that area.
Yeah, and if you think about the future, which I know you do, which is amazing, you should live in the present, but think about the future, be aware of it. Your kids don't do what they see you do. They don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they see you do. So if you set that example for your children, then they're also going to pick up those habits as well. Like if you have soda in the household, if you have chips in the household, that's because of the person.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. So she likes cholos.
No, I don't like cholos. I don't like cholos.
She likes fit cholos.
Yeah. So I know you understood that. I heard you say that you like kids. You don't mind a man with kids. But what are the age ranges that you're attracting right now at the age of 34?
Oh, every age.
Yeah, but what do you prefer to settle down with? And what's the gap? Like 35 to 42, 45, 30?
I would say, I in general do not date guys that are younger than me.
I get it.
Because I feel like guys mature differently than women,
100%.
So I would like them to be at least my age. And then, I don't know, I'm not really into like super older guys.
Right.
Like, I always kind of date people my age.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys your age, there's still guys your age that have, let's just say 37-year-old man, 38-year-old man, you'd probably be cool with, right? They have, some of them have 18-year-old kids. Would you be cool with that? They're not kids anymore.
Yeah, that's
cool
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as the child they produced is a good child, whether they're 8 or 18, like, it's cool. Like,
right.
That doesn't matter to me.
And if their relationship with the baby's mom is not cool, would you be weird about that? Because whenever the relationship is not good with the mother of their child, I feel like there's something still there. Like, why can't you guys be cool? One of you likes one of you. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't think that's always the case personally.
Okay.
But I would say that that's not a deal breaker for me if they don't get along. But it is a red flag that I'm going to have to pay attention to.
Right.
'Cause either you're a piece of shit and you're just framing your baby mama to be the piece of shit, and you did all these dirty things to her, and that's why she doesn't like you anymore and can't trust you and acts mad every time you come around. Or it's the other way around. But only time will tell that,
Got it.
It's just, are taking a chance with everybody that you date, and only time will tell what's real and what's not.
Got it.
You know?
Are you religious?
I'm not religious, but I'm not against religion, and I think religion is good for most people. I think that people need rules, and people need guidance, and people need to know what's quote unquote right from wrong in their own book or whatever it is that they want to believe. But I'm not religious. But I believe in the higher power, but I don't really know
Right.
what that means other than I see synchronicities, and I think that these are messages being sent, and I feel
Right.
like the more I go with what my gut tells me to do, the more I'm rewarded by the universe. So
Mm.
I feel like in that sense, I believe in God, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Okay. So if a guy's religious, it's not a deal breaker, right?
It's not a deal breaker if a guy's religious. I would say that I would want to make it a point that we don't shove religion down the kids' throats too much.
Mm.
But I also wouldn't be completely opposed to, let's say, going to church. If you
Right.
wanted to take me and the kids to church, like, I'll go to church. I don't believe in everything that they're saying. But, for example, when I go with my mom to church, it's really nice. They're saying nice stories.
Yeah.
It's a good
They
community.
have good points.
Yeah, they have good
Th-
rules.
My boy goes to church once in a while. He
Okay,
just
yeah.
goes for the girls, but whatever. He goes.
But I go, bro.
But he
you know,
goes.
like,
He's
I
there.
get it in, dog. Not like that, but you know.
He tags it. He tags the church and shit.
Oh
my God, shit.
That's funny. No, I think it's cool. I don't mind religion. Religion's not religion's
I
not
see
a
you
deal
collecting
breaker.
like what are the stones? Like rocks? What are those called?
Crystals.
Crystals.
You think I'm a crystal collector? Do
Yeah.
you think I'm a crystal collector? Is it the outfit?
You look like
Yeah,
yeah,
you look
yeah,
like
yeah.
crystal
the outfit.
collector. You listen to
No.
Erica Badu.
I'm such
Lauryn
a poser.
Hill.
I just like to dress however I want. You know, in high school, when I was in high school, I would always dress like however I want to, and people always would say I was a poser. She's a poser. She dresses like a chola, then
Nah.
she dresses like a prep, then she dresses like a rocker. I'm like, I just like fashion.
Yeah,
You-
same.
You know
I
the
love.
the vibe you give me, like you were back in high school. I get the vibes that you would be the girl with the hoodie that would sit in the back and just like tag the S's on the desk.
That was me, except I was tagging Reverie, not it.
Oh, okay,
that was
okay,
for
okay, okay.
sure.
Is that
me.
your government name?
No, my real name is Jordan.
Jordan? That's a dope ass name. Why
Thank you.
Reverie?
That's what I used to tag on the back of
Oh, really?
the back of the class.
Does it mean does it mean anything?
It means daydream.
Oh, no way.
It's a synonym.
No way.
Mhm. But that's what I used to do graffiti with that name. And then
Right.
when I started rapping, I just started going by the name because I didn't think it was gonna go anywhere. I just put my songs on MySpace.
Right, but in the back of your mind, did you see it? Did you visualize it? Did you want to do that? Did you want to be where you are now? Because you're a hard worker too.
Mhm.
Excuse me. And yeah, I could see that you probably had a vision where you're like, okay, and I'm gonna make it, or I'm gonna do something with this career, with this rap stuff,
You know, it's been a little bit of me manifesting it,
manifestation.
but I feel like it was more just I started making a little bit of money with my music. And then I said, "Oh, this is cool. I'm making money with this thing that I like to do. I'm just going to keep doing it." And then I just kept doing it, and now it's my job, and now it's taking me around the world, which is amazing. And sometimes I have found old poems and stuff that I wrote when I was a kid that I totally forgot about.
That's dope.
But it would say like, "Oh, I want to be famous, this and that."
That's
like, I
dope.
wanna
You
be-
wrote it down.
Yeah, and I forgot until I saw. I was like, "Oh, I
I
remember
forget about stuff
this."
like that too.
Yeah, so it's been a kind of trippy to go back and see that I guess I did want this.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like, yeah, she manifested it, but there was also real work behind it.
Mhm.
Real work, like failing, taking L's, and getting back up and doing it again. Oh my God, this song's so amazing. I love it. Boom, doesn't do that well.
Mhm.
Oh my God, you know what I mean? We
Yes,
go
I
through
know
that.
what you mean.
We're creatives. He's a stand-up comedian and he does
Yes.
skits too. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
get it. Like me too. I
Mhm.
spent 4 hours on a video I shot last week. Did 50, 60,000 views. Cool. Then I did a video where I just used an audio and some girl's hands pulling my shirt, and it did 70, 80K in less time.
Mhm.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, you never know.
No, I'm saying it happens a lot. Like the stuff that we're like, I don't know if it's gonna do too good, and then it just goes off. And the
Yeah.
stuff that you put your heart in, like you're like, oh
Or-
yeah, this is gonna get them, and it's like, nope. it
Or even in
doesn't.
stand up, like we're building up a joke, and as we're building the joke, one of the lines we say gets a big laugh, And we'll be like, yo, that wasn't the punchline, but cool. Maybe I should make that the punchline. What the fuck?
Right,
Then you say the
yeah.
punchline, they're like, haha. We're like, yeah, you just never know how people are going to react to your stuff. Since you've been traveling around the world, I'm really curious. I feel like you've been outside of the US, right?
Yeah, I've been to 27 countries.
Okay, show
On
off.
tour.
So
So I've met a lot of people.
a few of my boys have said, "Hey, bro, I would not ever date a girl from the U.S."
Yeah.
Two of my boys specifically, and they talk. I didn't even know they knew each other. They both have girlfriends from Colombia, on purpose. I went to Colombia purposely to find my queen, and they did. And they're so simple, and they're like real loving. Are guys different in different countries?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
They're different in different countries for
obviously,
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Would you ever be open to dating somebody from outside of the country?
Yeah, I would.
There was a girl that I talked to that posted, sexy pictures on her page. I'm not really cool with that, and I was transparent with that. And I told her, and I said, you know what? Anything before me, whatever. That's none of my business. But anything after me, show some respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So any other guy would probably be like, yo, what the fuck? This and that, because this girl ended up posting something provocative while we were talking. And I was like, yo, I mean, what's up with this? Is this going to keep happening?
Yeah.
If so, we're super early into the relationship. We could just end it now.
Yeah.
I love my girl to be my fantasy, Like I said, anything you did before me, all good. But I want my woman to be my fantasy.
Yeah.
And if this is going to keep going on, I'd rather not move forward with this. And also, I mean, I'm going to be real. Like, I feel like the reason you do this, any girl does that, is for attention. Cool. I get it. We're human. We like attention. But
Unless it's their job.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It
I was
wasn't.
wondering. I was like, I didn't want to ask. I was like,
No.
I was going to say, was she in the entertainment industry?
No. Ask
okay,
away.
then
Ask away.
that's I think that's unnecessary.
I told her, you know what? If I wasn't complimenting you by any means, I mean, do your thing, but I compliment you often. I say you're beautiful all the time. I don't give a fuck about that simp shit, Guys, I'm 42 years old. I'm half old school, half new school. I compliment women, A lot of these guys that are in the younger generation think that's simp shit.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Oh no.
That's what
Yeah,
I
like-
would never be. I've made the mistake of dating somebody who was not complimenting me and acknowledging my greatness, and I will never do it again.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no cap.
No.
Yeah, and that right there, yeah, I've pulled away from something like that too. But yeah, I told her straight up. I was like, yo. So I mean, it's not much. There's different ways to go about the whole machismo thing. Because a machismo man would have been like, ¿Qué es eso, pinche vieja cabrona? What the fuck, man? You say you're gonna be out here showing your ass? Fuck that shit. You're my girl. Like that's.
Yeah.
There's ways to go about it.
Yeah.
I strongly believe. So I'm really about.
I think there's a thin line between machismo and being masculine. And it's like finding that balance, like where you don't cross over to machismo, but you still in your masculine frame, right? And I think that's the balance. And I feel like that's where most women want a guy to be, right? Because there's nothing wrong with having those boundaries with your partner and be like, hey, don't do this. Like you're my girl, and like I don't appreciate it. Whoop de whoop. But like you said, it's like how you say it, right? Because if you're just like, bitch, you're my girl, like,
Yeah.
then it's like, all right, bro, now you're more like machista / an asshole, bro,
Yeah.
like you can still get your point across without having to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing's perfect, Rev. Like when you date, there's gonna be some stuff. Nobody's gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. You're
Yeah.
not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
So I guess at the end of the day, you have to be with somebody whose icks you could put up with. You know what I mean? Do you have any icks?
For guys,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, don't chew with your mouth open.
Don't do TikTok dances.
Don't do fucking TikTok dancing.
What's some of my icks? You know what? This is the only ick is lying. That's it.
That's
Easy. I can adjust to lots of other things, but I fucking hate liars. And that's not just in my love life. That's with my friends, with my family, with my business partners. I cannot stand liars. because I feel like we're grown ass adults. You shouldn't be doing anything that you have to lie about. And also, that means you're a horrible decision maker if you're doing things that you have to lie about. So I don't want to be around people like that who are making terrible decisions that they have to hide, because that means I'm going to somehow get entangled in that. And I don't like when that happens to me. I don't want to have to be carrying your lies with you, and I don't want you to tell me. Don't tell me when you're cheating on someone, because when I see them, it's going to be awkward. You know, I'm like, then I feel bad. I feel like I'm lying to them. Like, don't tell me any of that shit. Like, I don't want to be involved in anybody's lies. I don't like lying. Like, once I find out someone has lied to me, like, there's no coming back. None. Like, that's it. Like, that's like the only.
It's just as big as cheating.
Yeah. I mean, it is cheating. Cheating is lying. That's lying.
All right, so let's say one of your closest homegirls does step outside of her man. She doesn't tell you, but then you're like in this predicament, like you guys are out and about, and you're like, damn, like you're cheating. Like, you consider that lying, and like, do you immediately cut that person off, like your friend, or there's a conversation that you're like, yo, like, does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I was just waiting for you to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to know when my friends are cheating on their partners. And yes, of course, I have seen some of my friends cheating on their
Girls
partners.
cheat? Fuck, dude. I'm gonna be single forever, dog.
We are
Fuck.
doomed.
I'm gonna go move to West Hollywood.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't want to know. And I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. And I might not cut off that friend right there and then, but it's a red flag. I feel like it says a lot about you if you're going to be able to lie to the person you're sharing a bed with every night.
Ooh, bars.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at them in the eye, feeding them what you know they want to hear so that you can just keep playing on their emotions. That's a big red flag. If you're going to do that to that person, what will you do to me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm of way less value in that aspect, you know? And maybe they might not treat me a certain way, but now I have to ask, what are your intentions as a friend or as a business partner with me when that's how you're doing the people you love? You're for sure going to fuck me over one day.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to think about that. So I don't really like to be around people like that. I don't really like hanging around people like that.
As you shouldn't.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm one of this is like kind of on that subject, but not really. I guess it's about being righteous. I've dated women with children, and then later to find out that they're not really there for their children.
Ooh, it's super turn off. Ooh.
Yes.
For me, that's a turn off.
You know how many guys do not give a fuck? A bunch. A lot of guys don't care. I seen a TikTok yesterday where a girl actually preferred for the man to be a deadbeat so she could spend all the time with him. I'm like, yo. But it was like a sexy red type girl, so it didn't matter.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's being heartless, number one. And I'm the same way even with male friendships. If the dude, because I take fatherhood serious as fuck. I don't fuck around with my son and my time with my son. I don't fuck around when it comes to my son. I had to serve the mom. A lot of guys don't do that to secure my time with my son.
Okay.
That's the most. Yeah, I've never brought this up on the show, so it's good we brought it up. I can't even be friends with the guy that's not there for his child. I can't. If you're not there for your seed, your own flesh and blood, how the fuck are you gonna give a fuck about me?
Yeah.
You can't. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're not okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I brought that up because that's real. A lot of people out there are dating people that, they're not good parents. And they might not even see it that much or even care because sometimes they don't have kids,
Yeah.
So they don't care as long as they're spending time with their partner.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so, I don't know. I just think it's just setting yourself up for a big explosion later down the line. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I remember there was one girl that said, I would like to have another kid. And I remember her being an okay mom. And I wasn't cool with it. I was like, let's hold off on that, huh? For now, I'm gonna keep strapping up with 2 condoms, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Oh my god.
And I'm still gonna pull out even if I'm using a condom. Yeah, I can't, man. I can't. I'm really about. I'm about the future. I'm about the kids. I love children, man. I mean, yeah, that's a big deal to me. Yeah, we're about to wrap up in a little bit. I wanted to ask you this earlier, and I forgot to. Since you're straight. I love that you're straightforward. I love it. Super honest. I love that. And you were talking about the finances being straight, of course, as it should be. Does the way they present themselves matter, as far as from fashion, the way they carry themselves, the way they dress, car,
They have to have a car.
home, the cleanliness of the home, you know, little because a lot of men skip the details. Like, yo, your date's gonna go into your restroom.
Hmm.
That shit better be squeaky clean, bro. Like,
I don't date a lot, first of all. Okay, so
Good.
I'm thinking about the bathrooms I've been in, and I haven't had that experience.
Okay, so they
they've
care.
been like nasty, yeah. And I don't need a guy to dress like all fashionable. I don't need that, but he can't be like busted. He like
because you're into fashion. I love that about
yeah.
you.
I like fashion, yeah, and guys they always like it. But I don't need them to be like dressing like me or anything like that. But I also don't like if their hair is a mess or if they
What if
smell.
they have no hair though, and a fake tattoo hairline?
That's okay.
Thanks.
And they can't be like with their beard all nasty or like nasty fingernails, like
Thank God.
or like a dirty no, I don't like if their car is dirty, I don't like that. If their house is dirty, I don't like that. But I haven't really had that experience. I haven't had an experience of a guy being like.
But I mean, but all
nasty.
that what you said is valid though. All that matters, and a lot of guys, don't know that that's a real thing. Like,
Yeah, that's a real thing.
that's a real thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Like if I thought a guy was cool and then we went out and we're hanging out and we're in his car and his car is like disgusting, I would be like, oh my God, like this is so nasty. This is how he lives. Like he's okay living like that. Like imagine if we move in together, it's gonna be disgusting. Like
Yes.
he's gonna expect me to do everything and he's just gonna leave. Like I don't like. I feel like your presentation, the outward presentation says a lot about the inward, right? So if you have dust and spider webs all over your house, that means that you're okay with living in an environment that is not really safe, And I feel like that's not somebody that I want to be around all the time.
Wow, that was an interesting pod, guys. I say we covered some good stuff right here. Covered all the surface. Anything else you want to add, Jay Tizzle? Reverie, amazing perspective you gave us. I love it. Man, you gave us a lot of good gems, and we appreciate you being here on your busy schedule. This girl travels the world doing what she loves. I encourage you to do the same thing. This was another fun-filled episode of She's Not That Into You with your host, Jay Valentino, with the amazing Reverie.
Thanks.